Right, so everyone tuning in, we're sitting here with Enter Shikari, Rou and Rory from Enter Shikari, and well, thanks for sitting down with us. First of all, first of all, I wanted to go, way back to the past, the origin of your name. I heard that you wrote a play with Shikari, the character in the play.
I did.
What was that play about?
I can't remember.
Really? Okay.
It was like year 8, so what was
really?
that, like 14 years old?
Yeah, 14.
Yeah. But I found out about the word Shikari because my uncle had a boat. He called it Shikari, which means the hunter in various Indian languages.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I found out about the name, and then used it in various points.
Alright, cool. So then, after all these years, because that was a long time ago, obviously, you're still the same 4 guys making music. What was the key to, staying together for this long time?
I think we just got lucky, really. The fact that we all got along really well. Well, we do get along really well most of the time, and we're all quite chilled out. I mean, there's definitely amongst the band and crew and everyone, we've always held sort of loyalty. It's a moral ethos.
Yeah.
Really important. Moral ethos, and I guess it's just sort of luck that none of us are nuts. That's quite chilled out.
Sort of are. So where did the idea come from to actually make the type of music that you make? Because you basically smashing together all kinds of genres, right? So what made you do that and not just being a typical rock band maker?
I think when we first started with our local scene was really big, really diverse, really interesting, just properly thriving. There was some sort of expectancy that when you make a band, you sort of fit in a certain scene, or you sound like a type of music or a genre of music. And that didn't feel very punk, to just do what you're expected, find your pocket and fit in there.
Right.
So we were lucky enough to have all those different music scenes, and we were influenced by all of them. And we thought, well, when we're making music, why not be influenced by all of them and make music that nods the hat to all of those genres?
Yeah.
So that's what we did. That felt like the right thing to do.
Alright, so then fast forward to today, I guess. What kind of goes through your mind? What do you feel like when you read in a review, Enter Shikari, probably the best British rock band at the moment? How do you feel about that? It makes me proud to be a fan of you guys.
Surreal.
Yeah, it's surreal. It's kind of like you can't sort of quite take it to heart, because it's kind of it just seems too you think, no, they don't know what they're talking about.
You have to weigh it up against the bad reviews as well. If you're going to read the good reviews, you have to read the bad, because otherwise your head would just grow. So there's certainly been a few. There hasn't been many. Overwhelmingly, it's been really positive reaction to this album. We're really happy with that. But yeah, there's certainly been a few.
Yeah, that's
put the boot in.
That's definitely the right way of putting it, actually, because when you first read something bad about your band, back in the day, and you really feel hurt by it, and then you read something good and you're like, oh, okay, cool, and you read something bad again and you're hurt by it, and over time it kind of sort of levels out a bit, and you're just kind of well, I'm going to take everything with a pinch of salt.
Right. So how much are you actually influenced by the bad reviews? Do you take that on board and try to improve on what they criticize, or just kind of go, we're doing what we want?
Yeah, that's the thing. What we've kind of learned from being a band for over a decade is just you just got to do what you want to do. You can't. At the moment you start trying to worry about what other people want you to do, you dilute whatever it is that is good about you, you know. So you just need to do what you want to do.
Yeah, one thing that I always try and think of as well, if you're just walking down the street and like you just ask some random person what do you think of this, chances are they're probably not going to like it, because we don't play very easygoing, easy listening music. So, but I wouldn't really care about that random person's point of view. So just because someone's writing their point of view in a magazine doesn't make me care about their view anymore. If someone I look up to or I respect or something says something bad about it, then it's going to hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
Or a friend or a family member or something says, oh, okay, that's something just bad. But yeah, you can't please.
So then to segue into kind of talking about the tour, how do you you know, like get the energy every single night to go on stage and just give it your all? You know, do you ever have those nights where you just kind of go, I'd rather be sleeping right now? Or?
Sometimes, but then generally, like when you get on the stage, you kind of forget about that, because yeah, I mean it's amazing like what adrenaline does. Like it's incredible.
And you still get that rush?
Yeah. Well, when if it doesn't happen, because you do get a bit. Doesn't hit you as hard, like, but like if you focus in on like one person and make eye contact with one person or a group of people and they're singing the lyrics back at you, it takes a few seconds before you get like a slap and it's like, wow, we're like, you know, 1,000 miles from home and these people are singing words that I made in my bedroom and singing along, and then it's like, oh yeah, you get like a rush, especially when it's, you know, our lyrics are so passionate and honest and stuff as well, so it's good.
Okay. So you just started your European tour, and what do you expect from this tour?
Well, it's like our first tour of the new album, so
Yeah.
we expect to learn the songs.
Yeah, we're still slowly, like still learning how to play the songs.
Okay.
Basically. But yeah, no, it's this is always like the most exciting tour, to be honest. Like the first one of the new album cycle, your set list is all fresh and new. You're excited about seeing how the reaction is going to be for all the new tracks. So yeah, this is really exciting.
Okay.
So we're just having an awesome time, basically.
And your tour is almost all sold out in the UK. And what do you feel to play both in your own country and in the rest of the world, Europe and US and also Australia?
That's amazing.
Yeah. We haven't done a large venue, full production UK tour in ages now. How long's it been? A couple of years. Yeah, at least. Yeah, and so I'm just like so excited about that.
Yeah.
It's good being able to like bring the bulk of the production to Europe as well.
Yeah.
Often like we are playing like maybe half the size of venues that we play in UK, so you can't sort of bring everything in. But like there's playing some really good venues and we're able to bring actually quite a lot of lighting and stuff, so it feels like just as grand as the UK tour.
And do you change your approach when you play in small venues or in big festivals?
No, we tried to sort of keep an Enter Shikari show to be an Enter Shikari show, no matter where we're playing. I mean, obviously from an audience perspective, at a festival, we generally can't bring our light show in, we can't bring production because of purely the logistics of having, 20 bands playing on one stage in one day.
And talking about the festivals, you played in Reading and Leeds last year, and we saw you there, and and now this year you're going to play at Download. Do you have already some anticipation about the festival set, or?
Yeah, well, despite what I was just saying, because we're actually headlining the second stage of Download. It's only the headline acts that get to bring in lighting and stuff and production. So So we're really excited to do that. We did it a couple of years ago, and it was like one of my favourite shows ever. So yeah, very excited.
And which was your favorite festival you played?
Yes, well, maybe that download or Reading and Leeds. Probably Reading.
Or the new download, the next download festival, maybe.
Yeah, it's got a good chance. Yes, it's definitely the one.
And if you could organize your own festival, which would be the lineup? It's hard.
It's Radiohead, Prodigy, Danger Escape Plan. London Philharmonic Orchestra.
Oh, wow.
Noisier.
Okay.
Pretty good festival.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you have to think about the name of your festival.
Rory Fest.
Rory Fest.
Okay, this was my last question. It's
Alright.
you.
Back to me, just about the album, the Mindsweep, obviously. First of all, I have a question about Slipshod. Is it just you guys having a laugh, just having fun, or is there kind of an underlying message about criticizing or complaining society? Just a question I was wondering about.
It's up to you.
What were you thinking?
To be honest, we made it at the end of making the Mindsweep, and we had like one day left. And we were like, okay, let's just have a few beers, just make something crazy and stupid, and not really think what we're doing, and that's what came out.
Alright, well it's one of my favorites for sure. Now, talk us through kind of the writing process for the Mindsweep, because there are so many different parts to every song, and instruments and everything, you know? How does a song come together? What comes first?
There's no protocol or set plan. For instance, the One True Colour started as a string quartet piece. Last Garrison started as just like the demo of the chorus on Rory's laptop. Resist a Meltdown. The Appeal of the Mindsweep.
That's also an interesting one.
Yeah. So both of them started off just as poetry, and then we put the music to it. It's anything. Yeah.
Okay, so then this album kind of seems like almost a call to arms, you know, kind of very uplifting almost, you know. Do you think music is the way to mobilize people towards fighting whatever our world is battling, or is it just about you trying to, you know, get at what you're thinking about the state of our world?
If music isn't the best form of mobilising, I don't know what is. I don't know what. I mean, perhaps film, but film isn't utilised as well as it could be.
So you definitely think the art stuff, for sure?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yes, you can mobilise people just via, discourse, literature, but that's only going to be a certain percent of people who have the patience to sitting down and reading something or watching a lecture or something. So I think art, because it targets the emotions. You don't have so much control. It's up to you whether you want to sit down and sit through a lecture or read a whole book. That takes a lot of willpower. But art goes.
That fit well.
You guys finished?
Okay.
I don't think I was meant to finish this question. I'll leave it open.
Alright, and then just to finish off, if you had to sum up your career in one word, what would it be? Thus far, obviously. Yeah, but thus far. One word, 2 words.
A blur.
Yes. A blur, that's good.
That's an interesting one. Alright, well, I guess that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.